I'm doing this video log, right? This is about my second attempt. Geo Celeste, Torborn on Twitter, Terror Logs. What I'm doing is currently at community quarantine in the Philippines, for some reason. In Makati at Sykes Building. I've been hired here for good as of January 10, 20, something like that, up until this day. I reckon about February 20, and I've been working. Today is the 11th or the 12th, depending on what time you're at. It was almost midnight, I hadn't checked. So what I'm doing is being a subject of extortion for several people, hosting gambling, modus operandi, telling the public that it's a movie. Let's see. So, flexes of modern technology, military origin. It started since 2017 in Panorama City, where people trying to work me into accepting a project, but that I hadn't formally signed anything. Technologies to flex or broadcast my thoughts onto a certain demographic wirelessly. People call it telepathy, I call it pretty fucking gay. So I watch YouTube videos, and for some reason I notice people are reacting to my thoughts, and whatever I do have evidence as such, even evidence of people locally cooperating with modus, or an entity that promotes itself and glorifies its perversion or its temperance as not juvenile or terrorists like. So temperances and people comparing themselves to me, who else? Why would I be subjected to it? Comparing themselves to me, I don't know why they would be doing it. It seems like they found something that they lack, and I've done some study. Apparently, if you do such, you would have some sort of compensating material for a certain pathological way of thinking, wouldn't you? And it just turns out it's supposed to be narcissistic personality disorder, a pathological I was just saying pathological way of thinking that would render you to be in need of antipsychotics or psychotherapy. Two of the less severe ones. The other two ones would be antidepressants and mood stabilizers. Oh God, I hope I'm catching up to myself. And you can find the resource at helpguide.org. I'm not sponsored, but I'd like to write something there one of these days for sure, no problem. It sure did help me a lot. You can find it at the first page of Google. So, I've been writing logs and posting it on Twitter. The reason why I hadn't posted a video log is because in 2018 I had done so, and it seems like they do have technology of wearing my face as well as my voice and projecting my personage as them on a video playback, or projecting my likeness as myself, but adulterating the content of which I speak of, or how I conduct myself on that particular video. That's the very reason, yes, the reason why I don't post video logs, but I'm trying it today, and hopefully this doesn't get edited out. I have no guarantee that it's not going to be edited out, but I'm going to post it anyway. Now, so what's currently happening is that day and night, there's a certain demographic that I call scum, that's turning out to be Shaitan, if you're into that, or terrorist and racist. This would be, let me just get into the technology bit. So they do have a technology where they can see the thoughts in my head as don't mind that mannerism. Right, so they do have a technology to see imaginations and drawings in a certain demographic. I just connect the dots. I've been on this motherfucker for 3 years. I caught a video of a lady speaking on their behalf saying, "We saw." Just turns out I found out earlier, we saw was on Satan's Wikipedia called Whispering. Shaitan.com. No, Wikipedia at Shaitan. S-H-A-T or Shaitan. S-H-A-I-T-A-N. I digress. It's not an important resource if you're not into religious stuff. Article 3, Section 1. No person or, Article 3, Section 1. No person shall be denied liberties and property without due process of the law. So right off the bat, this would be intellectual theft. And yes, they seem to be selling bits and footages of my personage, which would be illegal. And to justify such, they would come up with slanders, new slanders every several months. First it was terrorists, and now they come up with another word called pedo boy. I ask what the essence of the word is. A kid, attracted to a kid. Apparently, they have a reason to embellish on my unparented adolescence because they can't find anything as a responsible adult. I mean, how do you sustain your gambling addiction and your gambling methodology? One of the racists tries to keep the morale up of the whores that they hire to make money in their behalf, just to host it so that they can make bets over there overseas where I'm from. Racist got on and says, "We're all leeching into this." It was a lady then, and now it comes back and forth, trying to appeal, trying to get me to sustain this perversion platform, which I deem to be a failure as they seem to be incompetent. Well, it just shows they're still over here begging, not being able to close it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm pretty sure it's all modus, and people are just making money on its side. Now, this is a strange thing that's currently happening. I'm writing stuff, and it seems to be coming true. If you're not interested in that doodly-doo, you don't want to listen to this. bit.ly, all caps, Doom 426, with pictures and proof. First one was October 9, 2017. I write a wildfire. 3 days later, October 12, wildfires and sprouts, and people was calling it Thomas. I'll give you that. You can look into it if you don't want. Moving on is just a digression, if that's even a word. Let's see. So I'm currently without a home. I'm homeless. I'm applicable and I can fend for myself. I'm independent. But they make a good effort on trying to get a narcissistic abuse or a narcissistic momentum going on so that they can feel effective for some reason and then broadcast it to their financiers that they have some mileage on this program, which is of course overinflated and over-exaggerated. All their reading machines, as much as I tell them you're reading that wrong, end up getting verbal audio cues and mannerisms of which they understand that they're reading it wrong. They just continue to extort everybody involved because they seem to be getting rewarded as they've projected a slander to the public that can't be taken back as they involved kids and had them prostituted. Yes. There's this child over at 30 Olvera Street who's touched my dick 2 times and Tara hopes that I get turned on by it. As I said, there is a technology where they use my face and video playback and narrate my voice as if I'm saying words of malice. Bullshit. Of course, this is probably going to get edited to the same degree, but I haven't found that out yet. So they're over there pretending like they know a thing or two about tying shoelaces, while I'm schooling them constantly every day while they edit it out on their end. It's close to being schizophrenic. I understand that, sure. You can discern all you want, but there is that particular video on this channel. I hope I posted it on the same channel. I haven't cited it. Of a video person saying I caught him there. It's a video collage. I don't know what it's called. It's a compilation of little video bits that I've collected through this perversion shit. Only lasts for about 24 minutes, so it's pretty fucking brief, unedited, uncut. Yeah, you know what it is. Gio Celestia on Twitter. 10 minutes 44 into it. Give your mom my number. And remember to cut your toenails and your toenails. And cut your lentils and your genitals at certain particular hours of the day. Otherwise, you'll risk internal bleeding.